Denver Broncos. We've seen how, a horrible start that they had at the beginning of the season. We've seen the issue between Sean Payton making comments about Nathaniel Hackett. But as of late, the Broncos have been on point. Defense has been playing better. The offense has been playing better. So let me get your thoughts on the Broncos and their 4-game win streak. And do you believe they can sustain this momentum for the rest of the season?
You hope so, man, because of how bad that they got talked about at the beginning of the year. And I don't think we considered how much of a job it was to go in there and clean up that culture that had happened between Nathaniel Hackett to now, too. And you got to give kudos to Sean Payton, and you got to give kudos to Russ as well for stepping up to the plate. The trajectory they're on is not surprising from the way that they've been playing. Patrick Surtain, everybody knows that dude is a dog. That Josie Jewell has been playing out of his mind, and nobody's really talking about that either. Josie Jewell is awesome. I know they had Kareem Jackson. I know that he just recently got suspended for his hits. But Sean Payton deserves a lot of the credit for this and changing that around and telling everybody, like, you're going to tell me how to do my job, and I'm trying to do the best job I can. And what he meant by that was, like, behind the scenes, we got to change a lot of things. For y'all to just come out and start attacking us because the way that we started, I would have loved to see another coach try to come in there and do what they have done. And I knew Russ was going to be better this year. I knew it. He's just the type of dude. I know what Marshawn Lynch or what everybody says behind the scenes and all that stuff. Like, if you know the backstory of Russell Wilson, whenever you doubt this dude, it goes back to college. Do you know why he left NC State? It's because the coach at the time told him that we're starting Mike Glennon next year. What? I'm out. Went to Wisconsin, and I'm sorry, Hayden, that's the best Wisconsin team that we've seen out of them in years. But they won the Rose Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, because somebody doubted him, and he went and cooked. Then Matt Flynn gets picked up for Green Bay. Sorry, Hayden. another. This is like, oh my gosh, we're going to do crap on Hayden right now, but it's just funny. Wisconsin and Green Bay. They bring Matt Flynn over to be the number one guy. And then that boy, Pete Carroll said, I think we're going to let Russ cook. He's been cooking in the preseason. Gave him a chance when people doubted him. And then the height thing. And then all that. It's like every single time you think it's going to be low. I know we're about to get into the next thing. It's going to be MVPs and stuff. But you got to put Russ in that category. Because low key, he's taking care of the ball, and he's not losing the Broncos games. Remember last year, it was like a turnover fest everywhere you looked. So, yeah, man, I don't know if they can make the playoffs. That division is weird because you got the Raiders, and then you got. It's like any given Sunday, if like the Chargers just like get better, you can't say that it's the players at this point. It's coaching, bro. Coaching for the Chargers is terrible. And then you got, of course, Kansas City. That is the weirdest division of football right now. It's hard to predict. But could they find themselves in a wild card spot? I mean, if they win out, if they go on, you know, how many weeks are we in? When this is week 12 now. So if they go on like a 5 or 6 game winning streak, they'll find themselves in the playoffs, no doubt. But that's going to be a hard ladder to climb right now. I'll tell you what, it's starting off so bad.
It definitely is. And you made a great point when you were talking about Sean Payton changing culture. One of the biggest things they had to change was Russell. We all know it. And you said, you know, behind the scenes,
get him off the pedestal too.
We all know Russell in Team 3 and how Team 3 steps in and gets involved. That was one of the first things Sean Payton did. Team 3 is out the door, not even in the building. They're not allowed in. If Russell wants to come to work, Russell comes to work and he does his thing. But it ain't going to be everybody in tow.
And if you're a short quarterback, you hope that you get drafted by Sean Payton. What is him with these short dudes and making them superstars, man? Drew Brees and now Russell Wilson? Yeah. Like, I mean, it's these short little quarterbacks that he makes good, man. I don't know what he does, whatever potion that he's got. You know, the House of Slytherin, you know what I'm saying? But he got them going.
Sir, let me get your thoughts on the Broncos 4-game win streak. And do you believe they can sustain the momentum to make the playoffs?
Well, I don't think any potions are involved in that, so let's just calm down over there, Dante.
My bad.
Shout out to Team Gryffindor.
I just don't care.
Y'all know I'm a Ravenclaw, right? So this is what it is.
Yes, we all saw the Hogwarts.
Heather's a Hufflepuff, so
I was about to say Hayden's definitely a Hufflepuff.
Anyways, I mean, yeah, Broncos currently have the longest game-winning streak right now in the NFL. I definitely think it can help kind of sustain momentum to the playoffs. They're second in the division. They split with the Chiefs. The rest of their division kind of sucks. I mean, you'll probably still see some more wins. They're currently, 5-5 right now? They're at 500. You could potentially see more wins, but the way that the rest of this team is playing, I mean, every team in the AFC North has a winning record. I don't know what Hayden was thinking about when he made that prediction earlier in the offseason, but that's besides the point. Then you got the Texans. Then you got, if the Texans don't win the division, they're potentially a wild card.
Yep.
I mean, you got a lot of teams, and again, yes, their defense has helped carried mainly because the offense has been lacking, and it's not Russ's fault. It is more so just the inconsistency of the offense. Again, everybody saw, and spoiler alert, this will be a What the Fuchs clip later. Everybody saw the pump fake Jerry Jeudy did, and then it's like, oh, okay, cool. And then he drops a wide open touchdown in the end zone. And I know Steve Smith Sr. was licking his chops when he saw that. I know he was sitting there doing the yeah, boy. I know that man. I know Steve Smith was doing that. I seen it. It's just the offense is just inconsistent. And
you know, Steve Smith was like, "Ice up, son. Ice up."
he pulled the Drewski.
He did like this. "Ice up, son. I told y'all Jerry Jeudy wasn't nothing. And look at him. He can't even catch passes in the end zone like a real receiver. Ice up, son."
Again, he was just sitting there like, yeah, boy. I mean, there's just too much inconsistency, and there's just too many better teams in the AFC right now for them to get in. Maybe if they introduce an 8th seed, then we can start talking. Please don't. I'm kidding. That was a joke, NFL. Please no.